We're actually about to start soon. They just DM'd me about the go ahead. I do. So again, to clarify, Met and Salad did async, so this is a recording you're seeing of them playing. Meanwhile, we have Slim and Dragon actually playing this live. So this will be an interesting time. It appears that Slim forgot to add 1 minute to his load list. Oh well. Alright, so his no, yeah, that's his load list. Pretty sure on the bottom. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna try time this correctly as well for the restream. Or for the async. Alright, we're officially off to the races. So this will be exciting. So what do we have? We have a very decently stacked, the world never was. Has a fire, pan, thunder, 2 proofs for some reason, and limit. We have nothing on drives. Drives is dead. It was dead for the qualifier scene, so it's dead again. And we also have some of the worlds that are small. What is it? 100 Acre, just the Sword of the Ancestor, Amir, Second Chance, and Cure in the SP and Halloween Town, respectively. We have a Double Blizzard and Scimitar in the world never was. So that's Bazzara. That's pretty okay. Probably not that worth, honestly, to go for. We'll see whoever decides to push it. So one thing to note is that we do have a double sword pick from Slim Dragon. Meanwhile, Met and Salad opting to push Shield. I believe that is Salad's call to make him push Shield. Damn, so we see the weird shotgun route, which is neither of them go to Pride Lands. One thing to note is that they do have a no XP Keyblade. So that's why you see no one going to Pride Lands right away. That is something they are trying to resolve. Again, one thing to note is for this game, how the RNG works is that the RNG will stay the same for all worlds until you get into combat. So for Slim and Dragon, if they were to go to Pride Lands right now, their fight would just be random. But for Salad and Met, they have gone and shotgunned the worlds that don't change RNG because you don't go into a forced fight yet. So just searching for Keyblades, hoping so that they can keep the forced fight RNG and get the early 6 levels, or like 7 levels actually. Yeah, so this Port Royal is going to be interesting. Has a Thunder and a Final Form. So Thunder is probably, they already found Thunder, so if they can find the Lightning Arc early enough, they can opt to just not touch the support royal if they really want. We might honestly see them do it at some point if they ever find an XP boost, so they can just passively level them through the world, like Minute Fight. That option is always available for them. Wow, Reflect in the early part, the first room of Pride Lands. Man, the things that a simple no XP makes you do. You just have to route completely different if you just want to route around getting XP. Okay, early Wisdom Form right outside the cave entrance for Dragon. Meanwhile, Slim has found Money Pouch, so he can relay that instantly if they want to start getting ethers. Dang, and a Valor form chilling in the Cave of Wonders. So again, one thing to note, this is a 2v1, or 1v2 rather. You're going from left to right from the stream. Ooh, wow, Explosion and Pride Lands. Pretty nice. So So part of the tournament theme is that it's a spoiler ABN. Every player must fully ABN their trackers, so the benefits of having a co-op partner is that you have someone who can relay information to you. Otherwise, you can opt to play it solo, and we've seen some solo people actually go pretty far in the tournament and do pretty well overall. Right, the remainder of this Port Royal is coming up. Or not Port Royal, Pride Lands, my bad. I think the wrong keys every time gets to me. Alright, so they do have a guaranteed, at least hyenas, maybe Scar for the, what is it, Battlefields of War. Since they've already done a decent amount of shotguns, MegaSlim are opting to check some of the other worlds, so they have another air dodge and a glide, so it's probably better to go and do OC pretty quick. The air dodge does help a lot. Meanwhile, we have Slim being the first one to push into DC. Dragon clearing up Halloween Town, trying to find that cure super early. Slim's struggling a tiny little bit there. Ooh, he's a chugging. Hopefully, it's not too bad of internet issues going on for Slim. I believe there's a bunch of weather issues going on as of late for some people. I hope no one is affected. Or none of these guys are affected, rather. Okay, MegaSlim opting to go to Halloween Town now. Oh, so we find the cure in the Christmas Town fight. They can actually just leave ASAP. Pretty nice. Okay, Dragon opting to get the final bit of XP, also potentially set himself for a forcing final area. Having the additional XP is always nice, just makes things in the future way better. Alright, let's see if there's anything in this Timeless River. So far, they've only found a torn page. Let's see what comes after Pete. Ooh. Oh, Slim still does not have any XP. That is a little unfortunate. Surprised he didn't get any levels from the mini escort. Actually, just very shocking. Meanwhile, Slim's partner shown at level 11, so that's a decent amount of levels. Let's take a peek back at Slim's screen, see what he grabs here. Let's find the cure. Alright, so there is a blizzard in the TR Windows onboard, so it'll be exciting to see what happens there. Dragon is following in the footsteps. Okay, so Slim now covering ground, opting to clear out Pride Lands first. Hopefully going to have a good enough time on the fight. You do have Thunder, so the first fight isn't that bad, even if the RNG is different. We'll try to go for it. Fails, so we'll try to go for Thunders. Oh, okay. Doesn't opt to Thunder, but just goes straight for the arrow combo. One thing to note that is if you do the Halloween Town fights, so if you do a dance call in the Force fight, as well as in the first room after, then you essentially get up to level 6, 7 in those fights, or you gain the same XP as the Forced fight. So covering ground by doing that in Halloween Town may have been a better option, but overall, it's fine. You gain access to these tools, Reflect, Stitch. Meanwhile, for SP, there's nothing until the box, so they do have to do screens onward. So we may see leveling happen at some point, depending on how far into levels they get, and where they are in the seed. They might come back here to try to level and get that Bone Fist. Okay, Med and Salad now going to Timeless River as well. DC Timeless River. Interesting that a Slim... Okay, the Slim is just getting the XP boost, so he's fine. I believe now there's maybe like a couple things left in the jungle. Or maybe he's just checking all the chests. Okay, you get an RC boost, that's good. Wonder if you go straight to Simba or if you actually check all the chests. Okay, Shock Charm Plus. Really good pickup to remember. Okay, so I think Slim just opted to check every chest instead of actually thing. I mean, there's actually a lot of good things in every chest. Another Keyblade, reaction boost, all good stuff. Okay, also opts to check these chests here. Interesting with the different chest checking and whatnot. Oh, that explains why. I for some reason I misunderstood. I thought Dragon had already gone through Pride Lands, but no, Slim was the first one. So that makes sense why he's checking. So, my apologies on my behalf. Alright, so Slim is literally just gonna go all the way, and probably even stop at Santa's house, maybe? Dragon getting the Reflect and Stitch right away, and then he'll probably go... He might get the reaction boost. He's definitely getting the XP boost, though. That is one of the guaranteed chests he will open. Excluding the, Identity Disc chest. Oh, he's waiting for Jack to throw Ether. Alright, he's got one. And then Jack's just going for an attack. Quite unfortunate. Gets the cure and is piecing out. Probably will leave from this portal. Yep. Meanwhile, Dragon covering bases, grabbing the Identity Disc and the wonderful XP boost. Okay, so Slim now going to cover ground and go to Agrabah. Wonder where Dragon will go. We can see Beast's Castle happen. Maybe even go to OC Shotgun. Honestly, part of the issue now is you want to try to route around with where these magnet locations are, Currently the magnets are in Hollow Bastion, which is likely locked behind HP2. It's not an HP1. You have one in Beast's Castle, which they can freely get. And then you have the last magnet, which is, I'm trying to see where it is. Oh yeah, OC. So your mag locations are kind of in bad spots this season. So trying around getting these magnets alone is going to be probably like the hardest part. You may have to just do some things like earlier than you think. So we may see as soon as one of them gets like a Flare, they might just go do OC. That is a potential idea. Meanwhile, Men's out, opting to check the pages, do not get the sword, so they're just gonna have to come back later. I also opt to not do the minigame as well, which is very interesting. Okay, so Dragon, the first one to go into Beast's Castle. Hopefully this magnet comes up pretty early, or they at least get more tools. Opting to level forms, even though forms are dead, it's still somewhat good, because you can potentially find extra tools like Finish Plus, Slide Dash, Flash Step, Guard Break, any of those kinds of things. Even an additional money pouch is also helpful. So leveling forms is always something I want to consider. Unfortunately for Dragon, doesn't really get anything off of levels. It's a couple rocks, a couple of useless things. Slim, the first one to go shotgun, the one never was. Picks up a form boost. Alright, and another rock. So unfortunately the only thing to, I guess, point out if you want to relay that to your partner is just there's a form boost. Okay, Dragon finding a guard in the courtyard. Pretty nice pickup. Oh, okay. So covering even more ground by opting to go to TT super early. You do have a lot of good stuff. You have Thunder, a Fire, Pan, Limit, all amazing things. The proofs you don't really care for that much. You just kind of exist. Sure, they have two of them have special properties, but you don't really want the proofs in these settings. So Dragon finding the Genie, Skill and Crossbones, as well as a cure there. Has to proceed further. Still no sign of this magnet. Hopefully this magnet is just in Visit 1 and not, like, anywhere farther. Meanwhile, for Slim, in Twilight Town, Slim is currently the one ahead. Salad opting to go to Twilight Town as well. No important checks at all, really? Wow, so nothing in all of TT1. So that's quite unfortunate. I think you don't do the fight. Okay, yeah. Doesn't do the fight. Opts to just leave. I think having access to some final levels guaranteed is always a good idea. Oh, okay. So I believe Slim is getting geared up to do the remainder of Port Royal, going to just XP boost and Thunder the rest of the fights. Has some really good stats. 26-23 level is honestly pretty good. Dragon making decent quick work. Having a bit of struggles targeting the ball. Oh, Slim gets killed by the bomb. Quite unfortunate. You just lose that on that tiny bit of XP. But in theory, that is, he got out of that fight faster than if you just stood there and waited for the thing to finish. Okay, MegaSlim now going to Beast's castle. Also, MegaSlim are also leveling Valor here, so unfortunately they will as well find nothing here. Okay, something cool that Slim is doing is, instead of, because there's no magnet, he's opting to use the Form Explosion to break the boxes. Dragon through was the Undercroft, I believe is what the room is called. Gets a proof. So Terra is technically now unlocked. Hopefully we don't see Terra. In the last seed that they did, the first round, they had a Terra seed. So hopefully they don't want a repeat of that again. Alright, gets the magnet, and Dragon is opting to finish the rest of Beast Castle. Or rather, this visit going to Beast's room. Sometimes you'll see people book it all the way back and ignore Beast. Other times you'll see people actually just do this fight, get the Beast check as well as the last chest here. It is, at that point, it's kind of a player preference, whether you weigh getting that extra chest as important versus not. Or the extra 2 checks, rather, not just the chest alone. Okay, negative combo on level 15, that's honestly pretty nice. You do have your magic's getting pretty high up there. You have Stitch, so Stitch, negative combo, good magic, explosion. You honestly could just go be grinding in SP as soon as you can. Interesting that Slim isn't opting to try to take damage here. He's just going to do the fight as normal. Doesn't even summon Stitch either. Opts to just deal with throwing ethers. Which I guess if you have the money punch earlier, is kind of a preference at that point. Damn, I was about to say, Dragon, don't go to STT like that. So it's quite early. Alright, Dragon, first one to go to HB. Hopefully there will be something of value here in this immediate shotgun, the Reflect or Magnet. Likely we're not going to see either and have to go to Visit 2. Hopefully not. Wow, okay, so there's just an additional glide sitting in HB1. So if anyone went there any sooner, it would be super good for them. Unfortunately, MegaSlim are probably going to miss that out for a little while. Dragon finding that glide ASAP is really good. Oh, that's Slim taking a death on the boat fight? Dang. But you have Stitch. What? Just summon Stitch. I'll never die. And then this is quite unfortunate. You don't want to see a death there. Dang, Magnum person level 20? That's also really nice. So I'm finally through the boat fight after an unfortunate death. Interesting that we see a dragon looking at straight behind Slim going here. Doesn't do Bailey, which I guess is fair. Maybe is trying to consider leveling like super early. That might be the reason why he's going here, using the minute fight as an excuse to get some early levels so that other fights may go faster. Alright, Salad and Met now cleared through Beast Castle, so they opt to leave the normal way, or the long way rather, to the save point, not going into Beast Room. Man, Murbosa taking forever to die. Jeez. Yeah, guys, so we see this time that Dragon is the one XP boosting, still not summoning Stitch and opting to just stay as base Zoro, which is a little, tiny bit scary. You get caught by a stray bullet, and you are basically just dead. Okay, Slim, not leveling any forms, opting to just take the immediate death on the fight. Ooh, Goofy is being a bit of a menace. And Salad also going through Port Royal. So it seems like whatever Dragon opts to do is Men Salad are just basically on their tail. And Salad doing the same strat, which is using the drive explosion to get through. They do have the magnet from Beast Castle, so they unfortunately save a tiny bit of time on that last box, or that last wall. The big question is, do we see Slim and or Dragonblast go to PR2 for this final form? There's a decent odds on normal item placement that you're likely to get it early, mostly just because the amount of checks right before GR2 is pretty plentiful. So we may see them do that, and we may see Slim go back to Twilight Town and try to scope out where this limit form is. The sooner you find this limit form, the better SCT gets. Alternatively, you could also find limit form, Trinity limit ASAP. That may also help. Slim getting a bit bullied on this fight. Okay, so he's through onto the last phase. Salad and Met also XP boosting on this fight, not opting to use Stitch either. I guess the one thing to note is that Stitch can sometimes put the ukulele, and it does make things a little frustrating. But unless you're at like super, like if you're on that red health, then Stitch pretty much never plays the ukulele. Yo, call me with the raid. you so much, Komi. I don't have alerts on this scene, but I do appreciate the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a lovely evening. Hope you all enjoyed Komi's wonderful stream. Yeah, for those just coming in, we're watching a tournament restream of a match. We recently we're hosting a tournament for in the theme of Valentine's Day, where you can play with a co-op partner. It is a Kingdom Hearts Rando ABN. All players must get all the important checks from their trackers and make all the numbers turn blue next to each world. And you can either play by yourself or you can play with a partner. And we have a 1 versus 2. So we have Met and Salad, where Met is the one playing the video game and Salad is backseating and telling Met exactly where to go, versus Slim and Dragon, who are playing live. They're both each playing their respective games and communicating with each other about where to go. So we get to see the beautiful methods and how their brains work. Yeah, welcome everyone. Being in for the raid, Komi. We appreciate it. Alright, so while Met and Salad are clearing the rest of this, let's take a peek at what Slim is up to.
That's yourself.
Okay, so Slim is just going to visit 2.
Oh.
Oh, they're both going to visit 2.
The
okay.
Fires didn't want to attack first. They just... whatever. Let's try this again. That was bullshit, y'all, and you know it.
Of course. They're already complaining.
Yeah.
Now, to clarify a bit of things, they are a bit understated. I believe Dragon is at like around 30 magic, which is kind of low for how most rando players usually get to the second visit. Was it? Yeah, exactly 30 magic. So it's kind of a little awkward to do some of these fights. They end up just taking more hits than you're used to, but nothing that these guys can't handle. So they're both just gonna do the second visit and get this final form. Meanwhile, Salad and Met probably also gonna go to visit 2. They actually might opt to leave since their stats aren't the greatest. If you look at their stats, 32 strength, 23 magic. So something funky is going on. That's for sure. Okay, so Slim is opting to just do Berserk Hori kills, same with Dragon. They're both sharing a bit of the same brain cell, it's great. Unfortunately for Dragon, his GR1 broke out. Okay, so wow, the first chest is final form and they get the dip. So that's really good. Yep, as we suspected, Slim is going to go and clear out TT1, get some final levels, prep himself for future boss fights. Okay, so Dragon is opting to do negative combo Magnaverse to get through the rest of OC. A more traditional way of dealing with OC. So it's either you get through it with magnets, reflects, or you go and do negative combo Magnaverse. Or combo master Magnaverse, either or. It is similar enough. So the first person to go to OC, OC does have quite a bit. Has 3 pages, so they already got 1 of the 3. Has a magnet, ice cream, and a fire. So all really important things to get. The ice cream may be pretty important if they need to go to the 3rd visit of Twilight Town for any of these checks. Dragon making very quick work of the Hades escape. Very, very nice. Now has to deal with the Cerberus fight, which is kind of annoying to do when you have not really many tools to speed it up. But he should be all. I'm curious to know where Met and South go. So they also opt to not do the Roxas fight immediately. Totally understandable, as you're getting pretty close to the floor to do that fight really quickly. And there's only 2 blizzards in a scimitar, so it's also really not important. Okay, so they go to PR2. Going to get this limited form, they'd probably go back to Twilight Town as well, following in Slim's footsteps. Alright, so for Slim, as a little bit of an update in TT1, they did find the pan and limit, so obviously we can see people just go straight to STT. STT does have a membership card, Master, Reflect, and a Fire, as well as a chicken. The biggest things to take away from this STT are the membership card and the Reflect. Those are the biggest takeaways, so we honestly will probably see him go straight there soon. Okay, Slim opts to do the Hollow Bastion visit first. Dragon did not finish HP, only did the shotgun of the 5 chests, so it did not do Bailey. So there's a very slim chance that Bailey can just have both the Reflect and Magnet. Met and Salad opting to go right away to the rest of Twilight Town. Slim making sure to pick up the glide. I believe that is still the first glide we've found. Or, yeah, we have yet to find an additional glide since then. So one thing to note is that Slim will probably use Final Form as much as possible to get around. Currently, for the Final Form at level 3, or sorry, at level 5, have a level 3 glide. So that is something to consider why you may see people just going around in Final all the time. Okay, so unfortunately they do have to do HP2. But that's a good thing to know, is where your limit form is. So we may see Slim do that ASAP. Dragon still clearing out the rest of OC, has only found a second Torn Page, still has yet to see any sign over this Magnet, so the Torn Page, or even the Ice Cream are. One thing to mention is that the picture is just in OC's or in Agrabah. So for Slim, he does have to do Agrabah and then must do OC so he can access the second and third visits. Okay, so Slim now opting to do the rest of OC. Not going to do STT, not gonna do the auto scroller quite yet. They have similar tools, so it's kind of whatever. At this point, there's not really anything they can benefit from, because you really want these tools. You really want that knight ASAP. Man, so they found a fire, but they still have the rest of OC to do. There's 3 checks left, and it's only just Hydra left. So it's definitely a little bit on the interesting end. one thing to know is that there, as we mentioned before, Battlefields of War, the OC Visit Unlock is chilling in Pride Lands, so they will have to do Pride Lands at some point in order to gain access. I'm going to assume Hydra literally will not have all 3 checks. It's pretty rare that he does. Slim is scaring me on this fight a little bit. Usually you don't see people struggle this much. Okay, gets the form explosion and he's all good. Right, a little bit of a sloppy Hades escape, but at least you're through. Okay, knowing the driver that is Salad will probably tell Met go straight to STT. We'll enjoy the auto scroller from that perspective. Yep, STT we go for Ben and Salad. Very clean Cerberus fight from Slim. Interesting that Slim is opting to use the Magna Burst instead of going into Limit. One of the things in this game is that Limit Form has a built-in draw, so if you go into Limit Form, then you can get these runs a tiny bit faster than how you would get normally. Especially with the Ripple Drive finisher that explodes almost every urn. Oh, and that's kind of a kick in the teeth, actually. Just a draw from the actual urns themselves. That honestly just makes STT look a little bit better. Okay, so Slim is often just use Duck Flare to finish the rest of these fights. One thing you can do is, while you're doing this Duck Flare, as Sora, you can potentially just do extra hits. Oh, he has Berserk on, that's why. You can't go into your Magna Burst finisher because of the Berserk charge. A little unfortunate. Okay, so Dragon's actually the one to do STT before Slim does, which is a little strange that it ended up that way. Slim being the first one to get Limit, but does it last? Or does STT last? Okay, so we'll probably see Slim here do the Hydra fight, and then we may actually see other things being finished. You may see Slim opt to do the remainder of Pride Lands to get that Battlefields of War to do the rest of OC. We potentially see Slim as well do the rest of the LOD visit, and then go to Pride Lands. There's a lot that can happen. So it's time to see what goes on here. You can take a peek very briefly at what their comms are like.
Oh my god, let me choose the job I want. I was like, I have limit form, I got limit. There are the magnets like behind. Ice cream. Would be really nice if you I would say follow me and SPC because I'm pretty far ahead.
Okay, so it seems like everyone is just gonna be doing STT right now. So one good thing to note is that if you are following in someone's footsteps, that you can just opt to be the lead, check everything, and then relay, okay, open exactly this chest, because you're stuck in this world. It's pretty easy to memorize exactly which chest to open and which to ignore. Yeah, so with Matt and Sally being ahead, we can take a peek at their tracker. They only have Master and Fire, so nothing so far in struggles. So we'll definitely be here in day 4. Or sorry, day 5. So the beautiful Santa Terrace. Okay, so for Men's Out, they do have the chicken. Still waiting to see where this membership card and reflect are. Hopefully they're pretty early on. I think we're going to the mansion. No, maybe last chest. The classic. The STT classic, always going to the mansion. Alright, if you're a fan of Super Bosses, you want to see... Well, no, you can't have data roxes, because visit logs can't be on datas. So the most we'll see is Axel, too, which is quite unfortunate. That's actually one data we can tick off the table. Alright, Dragon making very quick of the struggle fights. Alright, still no sign of his membership card. There's Light and Darkness. So that is one thing. Does Nominee have the membership card? Seems to always be. Yep. And it's Nominee. She always seems to have something. And Meg getting Well, Menthaios getting a little bit trolled by the visit unlocking. If you get a visit unlock on a pop-up like that, even at the end of a world when there's technically a cutscene that plays right before it, it's technically considered getting it after the cutscene plays. So usually when you see people go to Wonder Worlds like that after getting a visit unlock, that's because in order to reset the flags so that you can go to the second visit properly, you must either go watch a cutscene, and the cutscene must happen after picking up the visit unlock, or you must go to the whatever it was. Ooh, unfortunately for Slim, getting a bit unlucky with some of the orb drops at the very end there. Alright, well, with Metthaios being the first ones to go to HP, we can see they found an aerial dodge. That's, I think, our first new aerial dodge that everyone does not have. Actually, no, yeah. They started with level 2, I think, close to the beginning. Okay, so we do have another Reflect, so that is a Reflega. Very nice. Alright, unfortunately, nothing else then here. Hopefully we see this magnet here if you want less coin flips. If you do want to see the Omega coin flip that this co-op tourney promotes, then you want to see Magnet after the Corridors fight. Alright, okay. So no sign of the magnet. So this last magnet is either in core at this point, or it is chilling in somewhere Demix past 1k, or even Cephi or Data Demix. Okay, Metthaios getting through the Corridors fight a tiny bit scary for Met. And then Dragon is opting to level Limit right here. Very interesting choice to do so. You might be leveling Limit for Roxas. That's like the only thing I can sort of think of for doing it right now, the way you're doing it. Okay, within the last 2 chests for Metthaios on the left. Sorry, last 4 chests, so those 2 had nothing. What about the last 2? Alright. Nothing there, a little unfortunate. So we're going to see Met void out so that I can get to the front of core sooner. And for a reminder for these settings that core skip is disabled. So while you can do it, if you actually continue and finish the rest of core skip, it'll just warp you back to the room you started in. So you have to do the fights, and doing these fights right now doesn't really seem that viable, and definitely would be super, super slow. So at this point now, it's the coin flip of if you really want this magnet, it's either you do Demix onward and go through 1k, or you do core and see if it's there. You only have baby magnet as well from the Beast Castle, so it's quite unfortunate. Meanwhile for Dragon does find the Battlefields of War from the Hyenas fight, so now he can do the Hydra fight and finish the rest of OC. But the main benefit now of doing OC with the info you have is that you can access this Magnera right away. Meanwhile, Metthaios finally going to do OC, realizing, okay, if I need a magnet, if I haven't found it at this point, then might as well go do OC. Metz is definitely not the biggest fan of this world, so it probably is super painful for him to have to do it now. Ooh, okay. Dragon was getting a bit trolled there at the end of the fight. Ran out of Thunder and MP. So I had to go for a physical hit to finish it off. Right, Met clear. Pretty okay Hades escape. The last little bit was a tiny bit wonky just because of the magnet placement. Time to see if Dragon is able to find this magnet. Ooh, take the death though. So you don't want to see that. Man, Dragon just has 10k in money, but has yet to spend a single dime of it. So he just has some red ether slots to deal with. So Slim, done with the Dancer fight, is now also presented with the same coin flip. If you have to do the remainder of HB, or can just go and do the core fights. At this point, we'll probably see them consider doing SP to level, then we might see the rest of HP play out. So Dragon doing the nobody fight here, about to get the first new check in OC. And you're really hoping that it's either the magnet or the torn page and just get out of here ASAP. Okay, so no sign of magnet or torn page here. Has to do Hades, and if it's not in Hades, you have the 2 checks from AS Zexion and then 1 check from Data. So there is a chance that Data Zexion, or Zexion in general, could be in play. Yep, so there goes Slim. Slim just going straight to do leveling right away. Alright, needs one more friendly poke. Alright, does get the friendly poke. Now we should all be good. Alright, Dragon's second attempt at this fight. And unfortunately, Hades does break out. Hopefully he'll do some decent damage. He actually maybe could have killed during that little bit from Hades, but has to wait a little bit longer. Alright, so that is Hades dead. Still no sign of this magnet front page. Okay, so we have a Zexion. So it could be Data Zexion. Could be. Oh, unfortunately for Slim, he got a bit too much health regen from Stitch. And opts to just finish leveling right there. Dang, this is a strength seed? Level 32 with 42 strength, only 31 magic. A little unfortunate. Didn't actually gain that much levels as well. This is one of the few times you really don't want to see a strength seed. Okay, so second chance after the, or right before the hostile program, right, rather. Okay, we get a magnet from AS Zexion's bonus. Now, do we see a torn page here, or is it on the data? Okay, so regular AS just has this one page, so no data, unfortunately. But that is, that's every page, or almost every page. I believe all they're missing now is just the singular page from Agrabah. Slim is opting to do the Roxas fight right now. Is he gonna do Berserk Quarry? Oh no, he's gonna go no form, right? No shot. So Roxas should be right about dead. He maybe has like a bar left. There we go. Okay. Roxas dead. And the first blizzard found. Very nice. Meanwhile, MegaSlim picking up the Battlefields of War. So we'll probably go straight back to OC to finish the rest of that visit to potentially get that other magnet. Dragon, not finding anything quite yet. One thing to see is that in the rest of Agrabah is a Thunder, so that put them at Thundaga. The last one page, which is kind of a useless check, and then the picture, which they most definitely need because they're still missing that fire in the rest of TT. So this is one of the few worlds you can't really just put off till very end. That could have ended almost poorly for Dragon, but I got through just fine. It does pick up the Thunder from the end of the Treasure Room fight. Does get a reaction boost, it doesn't have much else to show for it. I will say that is one thing to note, is that in order to do Agrabah 2, you must have one of each element. So one fire, one blizzard, one thunder. Unfortunately for Dragon, even if he does do this, he has yet to get the Scimitar, which has to be gone from the War Never Was. However, you do get a blizzard though, if you do the War Never Was. You're guaranteed a blizzard. So basically, if it's not here, if you're not done with Agrabah by this point, then you just do the War Never Was. Ooh, unfortunate for Slim, he's getting DM'd. Zigbar does fall out with that Berserk Quarry. I mean, you pretty much do way too much damage at this point. So you have to either do the fight pretty much perfectly, or you're just out. You get DM'd. Okay, so Dragon now taking his turn at leveling. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, never mind. Does get the kill. the duck flare rockets were being a little bit trolly on Slim's part. Hops to finally buy Ethos as well for a dragon. So currently, Dragon is, if you want to call it, is in the lead with 37 important checks. Okay, so they're all good now. Or Slim's fine. The Bone Fist is on level 34. Level 34 for sword. At some point, way before that, MegaSlim did pick that up. With the Dream Weapon level, or the Dream Weapon mattering, that does mean that level checks are gone at different levels. So that is quite a bit late for them. However, since they both picked sword, they will essentially get it at the same time, or they know when exactly which level to get it, rather than one person getting it at, say, level 30, the other person getting it at, like, 50. Oh, come on, Stitch. Be a little nice to Dragon. There you go. Okay, Slim, clearing out the rest of this visit. Fortunately, the chests after Zigbar did not give it, so you must do the Luxord fight. Alright, trying to do Berserk Quarry. It's going to be a little hard. Okay, so this is good. You have to clear the sloped bit first, otherwise Luxord will just eventually hit that slope. He doesn't fly high enough. So you have to be pretty high up on the initial slope in order to get the Berserk going, otherwise he will just land on the ground and then go into whatever combo he does. Now at this point, Slim has to not drop this. He's getting pretty far away. Is he good? Oh, Slim is good. Damn. That's honestly a pretty hard Berserk charge to get. A Berserk Quarry to get. So big props to Slim for that. MegaSlim getting the Magnet and Torn Page from Section. So now with Magnera, you can opt to do a bunch of things. You can level, go clear out Agrabah. They opt to do leveling. Honestly, at this point, you're leveling for the sake of just getting your stats above the floor for the world never was, just to make those fights way faster. I don't think you're aiming to get a high enough level to do, say, datas. I think with only a solo XP boost, it's not worth justifying. So we'll probably see MegaSlim go until they're about maybe like 40 in the magic stat. Dragon and Slim communicating only pick up the first chest, put on the form boost, but then ignore everything else. This damage is really, really good for Dragon. He actually should be able to kill. He might have to do a full combo. Yep. Roxas is dead off of one single limit. Goes to show how much actually having stats really does affect his game. Okay, still no sign of this scimitar for Slim. Guaranteed not Data Zemnis. Okay, just second to last chest of this room. Opts to just leave right away. All those bullets getting reflected by Stitch. I love to see that. That is why you'll see people summon Stitch in this room. The protection from all those bullets is pretty much like 99%. Oh man, there was a glide after Roxas. That is something I didn't acknowledge. How did Dragon not get hit there? He was in the perfect middle spot to just not get hit. Okay, so Slim covering what Dragon has already done, trying to get this magnet ASAP. gets the Battlefields of War, and now can do the remainder of OC. Okay, so as mentioned, Met and Salad are at 44, or level 44, so 40 magic. That is essentially the goal you want to get all the time if you want to go right forward to the World of Was. Makes things probably the fastest you can get. You pretty much have every tool they could want as well now. Oh, instead though, we see them go to LOD. Is that so? Interesting. So hopefully this once more is fairly early on. Once more follows the same idea as it can't be on a data. Datas can give, or it can only give other important checks. They can never give second chance on go once more. This is coming close. It's coming down to the wire. So for Met, they are at 38 of 48 checks. Meanwhile, Dragon is at 41 of 48. And Slim is at 38 of 48 as well. To note that in order for their team to be finished, the last person or the person of the slowest time will be counted. So if someone finishes sooner than the other, it doesn't matter. What matters is whenever the last person finishes, and whoever is the slower of the lowest time. Alright, Slim, all clear through with Hades, no faster just to do Zexion. So Dragon is opting to... kind of messed up there. He's trying to refill his drive. It's going to a form. There we go. Yeah, kind of a little mess up there. So Met and Salad are going to do the gamble. That is, Hollow Bastion, where is the magnet? Is it in core or is it Demix on? So they were opting to do core first. You do have second chance once more, so you are pretty safe in these fights. You'll be using the final strat. You can use a bunch of ideas, one of them being Stitch Thunder all the time, Stitch offer good protection. The fastest DPS you could probably do, which would be final magnets over and over. Hopefully this shaman behaves a tiny bit. Okay, they're clear through with that fight. Okay, so we see Slim also going to do core right now. And then Dragon about to pick up the Scimitar, and now he is all clear to go do the rest of Agrabah. This should be the last guy for Slim. Doesn't want to throw an ether. I believe he might be out. No, he has ethers. Opts to not use it. Meanwhile, for Met, the first room not having anything of value. Quite unfortunate. Now on to the second fight. Transport to Remembrance is disabled. It is not on for these settings, so this is the last forced fight of core they have to do. Okay, gets through. These spring metals are definitely some of the scariest crescendo type enemies, I guess, if you want to call them that. Alright. Nice, quick, and clear through that fight. So is this magnet here? Or is it all just a bait? And is it all just a coin flip? Alright, Dragon going to follow in the footsteps of Slim. So by the time Slim gets through the second fight, Dragon should hopefully be caught up enough. I believe that is the idea in mind. Alright, so none of those chests have the magnet. Time for the very last chest of core. Alright, and just a power boost. Unfortunately, core was a bait this seed. Did have literally nothing they cared about. So we now know that the last magnet is either in Demix, Final Fantasy Fights, Crystal Fisher, 1K, Mushrooms, Unit Chest, Sephi, or Data Demix. Unfortunately, Slim taking a death on the first fight, so the timing is kind of cutting a little close, not really quite working out. If he had gotten that fight on the first try, then he would be good and be able to communicate in time that core is dead. We may see Dragon just start to do Demix and go onward. There's a chance they may communicate that and try to see if they can be ahead of the game a little bit. Oh, unfortunate. Met trying to get the single hit to keep Demix in a combo. Fortunately misses out on that. So Slim about to find out very shortly that this world is dead. We can take a peek at their stream.
Well, it's CC3.
Core's dead.
Dang, the sound of pain in the voice.
I would say
Damn.
Twilight time to get the fire.
Super unfortunate.
Oh wait, hold on. Have you done Agrabah yet?
Nope.
You might want to go do that.
Okay, it seems like Slim is just going to try to get this magnet ASAP.
Just in the treasure room and not outside, not in the.
Alright, so if you're a fan of Super Bosses, you want to see this magnet be on either Sephi or Demix. If you want to see these people not suffer that much more longer, then you'll want to see this magnet probably here or even the 1K check. Maybe an AP boost, aerial spiral. Oh, that's important. Flash step? Slide down. Damn, what the heck? That is unfortunate. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. He doesn't. Oh god, this is not looking good. This is pain. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's an ugly Crystal Fisher. Aerial Spiral, which is a pseudo gap closer, Flash Step, and Slide Dash, which are actual gap closers. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Meanwhile, Dragon opting to clear out the rest of TT3 since Slim took a little bit too long to relay that info, opted to wait out the coin flip. He can go to Twilight Town instead. Okay, so Met and Salad now going to do the rest of Agrabah. Probably gonna go do Twilight Town immediately after. Actually, they'll have to do the Warden of Wars first. So it'll be Agrabah. Actually, no, you can do Agrabah into Twilight Town, then do the Warden of Was into Agrabah 2, then do. Yeah, then you would finish with DC Tom's River. I think that would be the play. Okay, so Dragon going to follow now in Slim's footsteps, clearing out the mansion. Alright, here we can take a peek.
No. Slide dash and slide dash and flash step in the ravine.
You're
Sorry.
kidding me, right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that right before? No, that's Crystal Fisher, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Crystal Fisher.
And then,
I was about to say,
Slim's
like,
not
I
happy
just
about
got
that.
past.
Alright, so while that's going on, so they'll be covering their footsteps, and they'll be getting that to magnets very briefly. And so this is cutting it a little close. So if we're going just by check count alone, Slim is currently behind. He's at 40 versus Met and Salad, who are at 41. So this is getting real close. Now granted, Slim does have the Whatever Was done, so there's that check difference. Met and Salad have LOD done. What's up, J-Long? Alright, so Met and Salad getting this picture. Where do they opt to go? Okay, they do Twilight Town, so they're gonna clear out Twilight Town, then they're gonna probably go straight to Met forgetting yet again how the pop-up works. Okay, goes to the Wonder Was. Instead of clearing the Wonder Was, opts to just go and finish GT. Maybe think that fire is actually probably gonna be like the fastest thing to finish it. Alright, so Dragon now dealing with 1k, sitting a little bit cozy. His Magnetar is doing quite a bit more. Metthaios opting to do some passive leveling or passive grinding as they're climbing down to see where this last fire could be. Alright, so for Slim, we'll probably see him go straight to Agrabah 2. I think at this point you kind of just gotta go through that one, that visit, and get it over with. Alright, so for Dragon, all that's left is getting this once more, getting the Torn page from Agrabah 2, and the Sacred or Scary Blizzard in DC. Whether that blizzard is on Terra and or Marley. That is the ultimatum or the ultimate coin flip for those guys. Kind of the reason why you put it off last. Dang, final 7 for Metthaios. You're just grinding at this point just to grind. They're not grinding for the actual sake of grinding the form. They just somehow got to level 7 this way. That's crazy. Without going to the Wonderful Was either. It is indeed classic TT Wolf Scout. Alright, still no fire. That was a 1v2. It is a 1v2. You are indeed correct, Yamatic. This is a 1v2. Alright, Met going to go deal with the rest of the War Never Was. Just prepping tools and basically Roxas, Zigmar, Syx, Luxor, they should all just blow up in these fights. We should hopefully see no DMs. If we see any DMs, that's probably the end of it. Or multiple amounts of them, rather. Does one rotation of the Fast and Furious, and he should just be dead actually after this. Yep. All that damage that you cannot see because no scan. But they know how much damage they're doing. Alright, so Dragon opting to start the coin flip checking of Taos River, see where this blizzard ends up being at. Okay, Slim through Regina Jafar. Still no sign of the Storm page though. Dang, so it is a Lexaeus torn page. That's a pretty far torn page. Dragon about to get ready to clear the 4th window. A little unfortunate. Slim does not have the aerial spiral on. That would have helped to a little bit more damage there. Alright, meanwhile for Met and Salad. Alright, they are about to clear through this fight. I think Metthaios is probably on his like second to last bar, maybe last bar right now. Oh, okay, gets the retaliation. And I believe this is the DM at this point. Yep. Fly up into the sky, be a meteor. A little bit of time loss. Alright, so this should just kill. He's not dead yet? Dude, okay, there we go. Yeah, Metthaios was a bit chonky there. Meanwhile, Dragon not finding the blizzard yet, and is on to the last streamlined spot before we have to deal with the coin flip. That is either like Marluxia or Terra. Alright, so the one good thing, actually, with this TT3 for Slim and Dragon is that Slim can actually just go straight to Mansion. He does not have to check any of the extra chests there that have already been checked. And it's definitely probably the fastest path to go straight to Mansion, rather than going all the way around to check everything. Oh, okay. Fortunate for Met. Bonks on a card. Doesn't really want to do that ever. Just a little bit unlucky. Unfortunately for Met, is in DM phase. There's again for Luxor, there's a range of his health where he will go into DM phase without his health bar being red. Unfortunately, Met was in that range, didn't realize it, so could not go into limit form to end it early. Even if you go into limit form after so many hits, Luxor will just break out of the combo, and you will just have to deal with the DM anyway. So finishing with aerial spirals like that was the only thing he could really do there. Unfortunate. Met messes up the strat a little bit, goes for the reflect slap shot. Reflect a little late. Okay, get the timing for that one, and now this poor Psych should be dead. Yep. Very, very clean fight at the second time. This fight's pretty forgiving when you actually know what you're doing. It's pretty forgiving, or at least when you're above the ceiling like they are. Man, we're cutting it real close. So it is now going to be about 46 checks to 46. It's a scimitar for Met and Salad. Going to leave right away. And then it is on to Agrabah and then DC last. Meanwhile, honestly, I think this is it. I think this might be GG. Slim only has to do the last little fight, which has to deal with Pete, and then once you deal with future Pete, then you just do the shotgun, and then you go through LOD. I believe he once more is on Mountain Trail, so it's probably one of the quickest places to get to. Meanwhile, Metthaios still have to do the rest of Agrabah 2. And even Metthaios, which is pretty far of a check to go to. So I think that is GG's. What's the win condition? Time average? No. We go by the slowest low list. One thing to note, and I pay attention to it, is that Slim just tends to have a timer issue every time. So his timer is a fault. So I made them start with a 1 minute countdown. There's video proof of them doing this, so you all can see it. But his actual load list, Slim's load list, is actually a 126. So like, if you just take off a minute from his load list right now. So he's at a 126, about to be at 127, instead of a 120. So we're technically going by Dragon's load list at the moment. So whichever of the slower load list times finishes, or whoever finishes last, the slower of the load list times is used. But if you are a solo racer, it's whatever your load list time is. Yeah, I think this is indeed probably GG's. Unless, no, there's no way. You can't really mess up Mountain Trail, or you can't mess up LOD missions ever with the tools they have. And again, with once more, with Proudfang being in the first 3 chests of LOD, and then once more on Mountain Trail, there's just no way. So I think this is indeed GG's. Alright, Dragon almost clears through this fight. Ooh, I think he's gonna be a little short. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, barely gets it. And manages to have the cognizance to do that. We're going to little extra hits and then go into a form. And that is GG's for Dragon. The Dragon finishes with a 128.20. So actually we're going by Slim's list. So whenever Slim finishes, take off 1 minute, and that'll be that. I believe this is it, so big congrats to them. But we'll let them finish this out. Here you can hear Met's woes.
I think I'm fucked now. I need a tower to maybe have a chance.
Alright, yeah, I heard enough, Oh, I feel bad. We can listen to Slim as we end out. Oh, you're shooting the gun.
Which chest?
First chest on the left.
Alright, this is about GG's.
I didn't have those. Stupid dash and forward.
Alright, and remember to take off 1 minute. And that's it. GG's.
Done.
129.51. GG's to them. Well played. Well played. So, man, quite unfortunate for Metthaios. But that honestly, this is a pretty good team to play against. Pretty good team, good communication overall. They route pretty well. So having a solo racer route against that is pretty tough. So big GG's and a claps all around for them. They will move on to the finals, where they have to face off against Dewey and Ragnoth. So that'll be exciting to see when that happens. So let me go report that. Big dubs, and now we have The finals coming up fairly soon. I didn't see most of the race, so I didn't bet safely so. Man, I don't know. Well, again, GG's. We will we'll see them play Dewey and Ragnoth at some point in the future. Very exciting. Look forward to that.